Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is The Love and Odd. Today I'm here to do a comparison video of Dragon Ball Daima Vegeta versus Dragon Ball Super Vegeta. So, of course, we have two Vegetas that are great action figures, but which one do you want to have your own single Vegeta that you don't have to get anymore? So, I know 2026, they're gonna do a Super Saiyan Vegeta reissue for Dragon Ball Z and a Goku, so you could wait for that. But for this, I'm done. I'm set. I'm fine. I love this figure. Both figures are very wonderful. Let's just look at the packaging for each of them. So actually, let's look at this one. So for Dragon Ball Super Vegeta, he looks very good. He looks good in the package. The box itself looks kind of meh. If you look at the original packaging from like 2009 to 2010, and I don't know when they stopped their colorful packaging, it looks like a comic book. It looks like a wonderful, bright, beautiful box, but now they're making their box bland. But as long as the figure is good, that's all that matters. But the box needs more spice for both boxes. But either way. And then you got your little sticker, of course, and another sticker right here for quality to make sure if it's a real thing, of course. And then, of course, another, I'm just saying, of course. I don't know why. But anyways, so we have his different face plates. We're going to take a look at that. And of course, and I just said it again. And anyways, and we have the other side right here, really nothing much. And then we have another side over here, just pictures. And then over here, just pictures of him in his pose. And for this Vegeta, same thing. Well, his lettering is more different from what they have here. Sometimes they do the lettering white. Sometimes they do it silver. Sometimes they do it purple. Cause I don't know, but I like the way it looks. I like the way that purple looks. Look how shiny that looks. My goodness, it's beautiful. So the packaging itself, I like it way more because at least they mix a few colors in together. This is just all blue, which is not bad. I love blue as a color, don't get me wrong. But purple and yellow, for some reason, I never expected them to match, but they work well together. They work very well together. But still, they look both good. But yeah, on the front, really nothing much going on. Of course, the stickers to know the quality, to know if it's the authentic thing. And of course, more other pictures. And then the other side, really nothing much except right there, like the same one on the other box. And then, of course, a bunch of other pictures. I really wish that they could do more other poses. But, I mean, either way, fine. They could look fine. But let me take them out of the box so I could show you what you're gonna get into if you purchase any of these Vegetas. But yeah, so let's put the box to the side. Now, look, this one came out. When did it come out? I don't know when it came out, but I know it was before I was even into S.H.Figuarts. And then we have this one that came out 2025. I think this was it 2020 or was it 20? I don't remember. I do not remember when this came out. But I know they had other ones like in 2016, 2019. I know they had other Vegetas way before this one. But this is a 2.0 body. This is the 3.0 body. The new 3.0 body. Again, I have a lot of things to say. But as you see for a comparison, yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about. Let's count how many. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we got 11 here. I'm gonna count all hands, not sets. I'm gonna count them all together because since we have one thumbs up, I'm gonna just be counting them singular then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. Okay, so yeah, all right, I'm making sure. So this one has 13 accessories. This one has well less, but that doesn't matter. It's about the poses. It's about that. So, but let's take a look. So it looks a bit similar. It looks a bit similar. I'm saying it. So I'm just my mouth is doing this, but my brain is not thinking. The whole point I'm thinking is just these figures, and I'm distracted because there's so much to talk about with both of these figures. Because you think they're going to be the same body, but no, completely different bodies. But, so with this one, he looks pretty good. I love the blue. It looks very wonderful. In the back as well, nothing much. And over here, he also has a nice blue on him. Very wonderful. Nothing much going on here. Now, let's take a look at what he has in here. Because the new updates that they've done with this Vegeta, I was going to be fine with this Vegeta right here, with this one right here. Because, my goodness, I mean, look at that. Look at that. But, and then with this Vegeta, he might look small, but he still looks good. And he's way more short, he's way more shorter than what the other Vegeta is. Because I've heard complaints about he's more shorter than every other Vegeta. And I never noticed since I really don't have a lot of Vegetas. So this is my second Vegeta. And man, it's just, the comparison is insane. But we're going to put them in the box real quick. We're going to take a look at all of their accessories. And, well, maybe not all of their accessories, but, you know, because we're going to do a little comparison. So let's do let's faceplate. Might as well do a little faceplate. So right here, this is the Daima. And right here, this is the super one. So let's just take a look at the super one. The super one, his hair it's still connected. It's still connected with this one. But my goodness, the way it looks so beautiful. He looks very animated. I mean, of course, he's an anime character. He's a cartoon character, for God's sake. So of course it would be like this. But when I saw the way he looks, it looks so beautiful. The paint job, and I mean, like, look at the hair. We're gonna talk about the hair later, but man, look at that paint job. It looks beautiful and so well done. You can see the teeth, you can see the tongue, you can see just the mouth open, and so much paint job around in the mouth and the eyes. Like, paint job wise, pretty good. Not a lot going on, but pretty good going for what they got. And for this one, this is just a Vegeta faceplate, no hair connecting to it, which is a plus to me because, I mean, my goodness, anytime you would try to put this hairpiece inside of his in this body, it's very difficult because the hair is so spiky. We're going to talk about that, but man, it just looks good. He just looks kind of bald, but looks still very wonderful the way it looks. I love the paint. I wish they could do what S.H.Figuarts used to do, because they used to do some shading. Hell, there's even people who do customizations, and they put so much shading, so much details and shading to their customizations, and it looks like it's popped out of the anime. And then sometimes for exclusives from S.H.Figuarts, they would always have the most cartoonish one with the wonderful paint job, and then it's going to be a Comic-Con exclusive. Just like with that new Super Saiyan of Goku. Have any of y'all seen that? Y'all know which one I'm talking about? Where he has the fight with Frieza. It's in the Frieza saga. I don't know. Go look at the picture. It looks pretty good, but my God. We're here to talk about the Vegeta. I do not know why we're talking about Goku, but here we go. We have an more angry Vegeta. Looks pretty good. I mean, I really got nothing much to say about these faceplates. They don't look bad. They look very good. I mean, and here we go. The back looks very disturbing, but either way, looks pretty good. And of course, with this one, he gets more of a little side eye. So I like how he gets more of a I guess, what's more expression, I guess you could say. I don't know, something different. When anyone does anything to their figures and you give them a good side eye, you're going to get some good angles. And I've got many pictures with both of these Vegetas, and they're so wonderful to pose. Oh, put that back. And now, for here, we have both of them smiling, but completely different. So with this one, this is the Super, and with the Super, he has more of a cocky little happy smile going on, little tiny smile going on. You realize his mouth is so freaking tiny. It just, good God, his face looks so small. Then his head looks so big, because look at that big-ass dome. Anyways, now, just look at that. Looks very wonderful. The paint job, like I said, looks beautiful. Beautiful. And, my goodness, and the hair, we're going to talk about that, like I said. And then, for this one is just him with a little more of a cocky, tiny smile. Look at that tiny little smile. Little cocky smile. Look at that. Very good. It looks like now look closely. It looks like this eyebrow is raised up a bit, and this one is raised a bit down. Because now that I'm looking at this one, his eyebrows look the same. But this one, if you look closely, his look like it goes up, and this one looks like it's going down. You see? So I like that. It's very, yeah, it's very subtle. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I did not notice. That looks pretty good. And now for the arm piece. Now, I like what they're doing for this one because, oh, good God, it was so annoying. So let's talk about the super arm. So with the super arms, they look buff, they look good. Paint job looks pretty nice, not that bad. It looks weird right there, but of course you're not supposed to see that until you connect to the arm. But with this one, what they're doing is they have the hole right there, and sometimes it's so annoying because I talked about this with my Dragon Ball Trunks where okay, here we go. So anytime I put the Dragon Ball Trunks, like his cross arms on, anytime you will put it in, pause, anytime you will like put the peg inside of it, this piece right here goes up a bit, and you gotta make it go up so it doesn't fall off. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because see here, when you put these arms on, it's very difficult. So what you're gonna do is you have to put these arms together, bring them out like that, and then put them inside of the little peg that they have, since it's a little hole. But with this one, his arms are fine right here, but the amount of times that I had to change his arms, and then this thing came off, and then you had to put it back on. He's not broken, but like see right there, it's not supposed to look like that. It's a little raised up. I mean, it's a little raised up right there. Look, see, little bump. I don't know if y'all guys could tell the difference. So you're gonna have to be careful with that if you do want this Vegeta, because like I said, he looks good with the arms, but with the pegging problem, pause, with the holes, it's a bit annoying. It gets a bit irritating. I'm gonna be completely honest, but still looks pretty good, and completely different sizes. Look at that, not bad, but that's how it is. So not bad. But this one, this is the Daima. I love the way that they've done this. Now his arms do look small. We're going to talk about comparisons of the bodies later. We're going to do that later. But right now, we're here to talk about... Oh, there we go. We're here to talk about his crossed arm. So with this one, I love it way more. Because what they're doing here is they put the pegs right there instead of having the hole instead. So this is so much better. Even when you like take off the arms, it's so much easier because like I said about with the trunks, this part will fall off and you can put it together and it'll be easy. But sometimes it'll be a bit annoying to mess around with. With this Vegeta, him and Goku, both of them, this part falls off, but you could put it back together and it still moves pretty fine. I'm gonna show you when we just switch out the crossed arms. But it's so annoying when you put these on. But for the Daima one, 10 times better. 10 times better. And of course now this part I'm honestly gonna just show everyone in the case, because this is gonna be too much to talk about, and it's gonna be a lot to talk about. So right here we got thumbs up, just one thumbs up, very good. Then we got some martial arts hands. Then we got more of a little gripping hand. Maybe he's gonna do some, I don't know, maybe a Galagun. I don't know. There's a lot of moves that they've done, but I like his Galagun. I like when he screams Galagun. That's pretty cool. Anyways, that's a bad impression of Vegeta. But anyways, and then of course we have some wide open hands. Pretty cool. And over here, you got a bit of a relaxed hands, but they're still wide open, but not like that, but more like that. And then, of course, you have these other hands, martial arts hands, are pretty good. And then you have these hands. Maybe you could just use. I don't know. I know what move does he do with these hands? With these flat hands. So you get these two, and of course, let's move on. And you get these other two. They look a bit familiar, like these two. They look, I mean, similar. Now I feel like I'm saying it bad. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is this video. So they look a bit the same, but when you notice the difference, you'll see it. So now we got that out of the way with accessories. Let's move on to the figures, because when I like opened the package, well, just the new one, for the Vegeta. When I opened the Vegeta one, I was so impressed and so surprised, because I'm like, what? Okay. Look at that. And then, of course, with this one, my God, he's so beefy. Look at that. I love that. But you know what, now I think about it, I'm probably not going to switch the arms. Well, actually, the only thing I'm going to do, yeah, since I did say it, we're going to just switch the arms, because I do want to show y'all guys how it's going to be, and it's going to be very annoying. And the only thing we're going to switch around is the hairpiece. Okay, so the only accessories I'm going to be using for both of these characters and switching them out with is Vegeta's accessories for Daima and Super's Vegeta's accessories. Because I'm going to show you what other things you could do for the other Vegetas, for both Vegetas. So, but we're going to do that later. But for right now, look at this. You might think puny body, whatever, he still has a bit muscles, but I still like it. He still looks pretty good. With this one, more buff, but some of the things, when you see some of the joints, it looks more awkward on this one. When like, just do a whole comparison. Just look. I'm gonna let you just take this all in. Do you even hear the cops? Do you hear that? The cops in the ambulance and part of the fire truck. You hear that? They're even going nuts for this shit. They're even agreeing with me, saying, "Yes, the Daima one is pretty good. Go get it." But relax, officers. Relax, guys. But see, I'm glad they're agreeing with me. They're still going on. They're still going on. So let's continue on with this. But with this Vegeta, I love the proportions on this body when I got him the first time. But then when you look at him even more, it looks a bit more awkward, because this looks more circular. I mean, you could just say, oh, buff arms. And I'm like, yeah. For some reason, the trunks, somehow the trunks looks more better than what the Dragon Ball Super was doing, which doesn't make it the worst figure ever. But when you do a comparison and look at their bodies side by side, you see a whole different change on what they're doing. And my goodness, the paint job as well. It's just, I have a lot to say about these. So let's just do a little comparison. Let's just look at both colors, both paint jobs. Let's look at the paint jobs right now. So the paint job wise looks pretty good. Of course, both of them are completely different, since he's going Super Saiyan mode, and then he's not in Super Saiyan mode. Sometimes with these hair, if you have like a shelf and you get dust on your shelf, sometimes it gets annoying taking out the little things out of the Vegeta's hairs, even for Goku. But anyways, so with both of them, I've heard a lot of complaints that I didn't even notice myself, since this was my first Vegeta figure, that he was more taller. Every Vegeta until now, until this Vegeta, every Vegeta has been tall. A bit too tall. They have been short, but not too short like this one. This is a perfect scale. Now, yes, it makes him taller with his hair, but when you actually pay attention around their heads, just look at that. This is a perfect height for this Vegeta. Like, just Vegeta in general, not this Vegeta, for Vegeta. This is a wonderful scale. But the paint job over here, I've always loved the blue on here. It's so beautiful. I haven't rewatched Dragon Ball Super in a while. I did not like the anime. It wasn't my thing. I remember, no one's going to remember this until you rewatch it, but there's like 90 episodes or 80 episodes on one season. But Beerus was saying in Dragon Ball Super, where I think it was Frieza who was turning into a golden Frieza, and then Beerus was saying, hey, what are you trying to do? Sell toys to little kids and make action figures or something? He said something like, stop trying to sell us your toys. That was it. Oops. That was it. He said, stop trying to sell us your toys. And it was a funny line to make fun of the franchise. But at the same time, they're still doing it. They're still making the shit. Look, by the way, look, pause. Go look into the story of Dragon Ball Super. I feel bad for the animators is all I'm saying. The time they did not give them enough, but man, I feel bad for them. For Dragon Ball Daima, I have not heard anything, but they're probably gonna have something coming out. But the animation for Dragon Ball Daima looks so much better. It looks way more better. Some parts I'm like, okay, not bad. But with Super, I was a fan of. Daima, I say it's better than Super, but it's not my thing. But I mean, still, that's not the point. We're here to rank. Not even rank. We're here to do a comparison of both Vegeta figures because I want to give you my honest opinion about which Vegeta figure you should get. Now, I forgot how annoying his feet could be, but actually, let's since we're looking at the figures, let's go look at them now. So, let's look at it head-wise. So, yeah, it's so weird. So, head-wise, look at that. This is a wonderful head sculpt. Just by the paint job itself, it looks so beautiful. I don't know why people would rather have a matte finish on the Super Saiyan head. Give me that shiny, glossy color. Give me this. Give me this. It's so beautiful. Do you hear that? My neighbors are honking. They even agreeing with me. My neighbors are even agreeing with me about the changing the colors. Because the way the paint job looks, this is how it looks like in the anime. But of course, since it's an anime, you don't see everything. Well, never mind. I was going to say you don't see everything shiny and not other dimensions. But you do. You do. Because everything in Daima is shiny as hell. Even I think in Super, but not too shiny as what they did in Daima. But for his hair being like this, being all going crazy, it suits the character. It looks beautiful. Just even with the trunks, like the trunks himself. Look at that hair. I would rather see this, what they did with the paint jobs. Look at them. They look so beautiful. So instead of doing a matte finish for their hairs, do a shiny. For matte finish, do their regular hairs. All right, matte finish for their regular hairs. But for a Super Saiyan, this is the type of paint you need to do because look at that. It pops. I don't know if you could see it, but in person, when you have this figure, you see so much. It's just shiny. You see extra blues in there. You might not tell, but it's just wonderful. I have a lot of things to say. But of course, with this Vegeta head, he's just... I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot about the hair. It's just phenomenal. But with this Vegeta, just more of a... Like every Vegeta faces, we're just actually going to do a little face swap since we're going to be here. With this Vegeta, look at that. Night and day with both of those head sculpts. Look at those. Look at those two. But of course, I love this one way more. But Super Saiyan wise, man, look at it. It looks too beautiful. But regular Vegeta wise, I like this one. I love it. I love it. And also for their joints for the necks, this one is like on a little peg, a little ball peg. This one is on a ball hinge. I don't know why. I was fine with the ball hinge, but they could have done this whole time. It's so crazy when other S.H.Figuarts figures do different joints, but they don't give those new updates to some figures until now. Dude, y'all get what I'm saying? Also, the annoying part with this one is anytime you're trying to put the joint back inside, he will have his head move the whole thing. So anytime you're trying to like put it back inside, pause, his ball joint would just go back. So make sure you want to keep it straight. Okay, there we go. So much better. And for this one, again, man, they both look good, but they have their own designs, and it's so amazing. Because of course, with every different shows, they always have a different animator. I think, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh no. But I know they change some animators sometimes. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, now let's talk about the color. The color of his outfit. It's so beautiful. I love the blue. I love it. I love the blue that they've used. Like I said with every S.H.Figuarts figure, if it's not an anime, that's fine. But for anime characters in general, they need to do some shading. They need to do some wonderful light shading, like those customization people. Because for characters like Bruce Lee and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, of course it's based on a real person, and they give him cloth. But still, he's all matte painted. And he has some shading to him. And then for the Tobey Maguire, you can see some little bit of shading just around the legs, though, which kind of sucks. Which I wish they did more shading around. But that's what I'm saying. They've done shading a few times, but I don't know why they can't just do it all over. Just do the whole body shading. It's going to look wonderful. It's going to look way more better. But then everyone's probably going to have to throw away their old figures and then having to get new one. And then that's how you make money because corporations are greedy. Let's continue. There we go. We learned something. So, was I too honest? Because I know some people don't like too honest. But anyways, he looks wonderful. Very good. Pretty cool. I like the way he looks. With his feet as well, no, his looks more bigger just because of the tip, the tiny. Oh, looks like he was. Okay, and then we're gonna do a comparison with the joints. But man, now look at this. Now this body, very small, but so much better for the updates that they were doing. Now for the Goku, they made him single jointed, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do that same thing for Vegeta, make him single jointed. No, they did not make him single jointed, because if they did, then they would have made him more smaller, and then he would be too short. But man, he just looks wonderful. He looks like just him standing has presence. Like some figures, I would say they have presence. Not all, but some. This is one of them. Just him standing. I love it. I know that they're gonna keep doing the Dragon Ball Daima line. They're gonna do like a Super Saiyan, more Super Saiyans, because I know they got the Super Saiyan 4 from GT. And they've done some other things, but I don't remember. Now, figure-wise, we're talking about here. Let's go back to here. The boots as well. It's more rounded, more better. It actually looks like he has boots on. This one looks like he's wearing some spiky boots. I mean, look at that. And then also on the top, on the bottom, just white. Bottom right here, gray. Yeah. And also what I like, what they've done here around the body. This one's more rubbery around the parts, so anytime you do any good action poses, this part rubbery, this part also rubbery, this part rubbery. This part's not rubbery. Hard plastic, hard plastic, hard plastic. Let's also turn this thing around because I want us to talk about this because I did not like this. So you might not or might not see it. Do you see something that I don't like? You might think it's this, but no, it's this. So when I got S.H.Figuarts, whoopsie daisy. Let's put him right there. When I got S.H.Figuarts, I always thought it was so weird the way that they made their joints like this. Cause why this? Why this extra? They did this with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. They've done this with other figures, but why? Why? Until now, in 2025, which was last year, of course, in 2025, they made this body. This body they made, and it's so much better. Look, and you don't have to deal with the little butt flaps or whatever. Look, they just sculpted his little booty cheeks right there. There we go. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that than plastic little whatever around his legs. I do not know what they were doing, but it's just not a fan. And also, you know what? Since we're here, we're gonna look at the articulation. So let's look at the articulation now. Down, pretty good. I mean, up, pretty good. Not that not a lie. Down, pretty well. And of course, with the neck joint, this can't even move. Usually with some joints, they will move, but the neck joint can't move for both Vegetas. Not that much. Well, maybe a little. We're talking about that. Pretty good. Full swivel. I mean, rotation. Swivel. And then swivel. Double jointed. Double jointed. Side to side hinge. Side to side hinge. Rotation. What I like about this one is you could grab it right here, pick up the body, and then you could do more articulations. I like this part. We're gonna talk about the Daima one after this one, but man, then you do side to side. Then of course, rotation right here. Pretty good. Nothing stops the rotation, so that's very well done. And then of course, splits. Oh, not a lot. Not a lot. Kick. Ooh, not a lot. For its time, sure. Back kick. All right, not bad. And then kick. Not that much. Back kick. Not that much. And then, oh, actually, double jointed. And double jointed. And then I was fine with these, but then these are way more better what they had on the legs. So this one, it's on a little ball peg. And if you look closely, you could move this back and forth. And it's so weird moving it now because since I'm already used to the old Vegeta with the new Vegeta, it's so much better. But yeah, you could do that. You can move the back, forth. A little swivel right there. And toe hinge. So usually that's how your S.H.Figuarts articulation is, but you think I'm gonna be done with that? No, because these are completely new, different joints. Since side to side, pretty good. Up, down, up, down, pretty good. Side to side, very good. And with the neck, it does move a little, but you're gonna get more articulations right there with that joint. All right, picking the arms up, very good. Swivel around. Not swivel around, my bad. Rotation around. Rotation around, very good. Joining. Double jointed. Of course, side to side hinge. This part, it's a bit weird. I'm gonna let you know. So since I said it's rubbery, remember that? Yes, you remember that. And I put the body down, and anytime you put the body down, you gotta be careful because I put the body down and I made a little scratch right there. You see how it messed up the way it looks now? But at the same time, I'm kind of fine with that because, oh, yeah, there we go. Kind of fine with that because if you just push his body like that, yeah, he's still gonna look fine. He's still gonna look good, but also far away. If you do want to have him like that, wherever you want to have your Vegeta, who cares? It's your toy. You have fun with your figure. But with me, I'm just letting you know, be careful because you do not want to mess something up. And also, anytime you do it, see, side to side, it's pretty good. Up, all right, down, pretty good. And of course, round around, good rotation. Pretty good. Also, shit, you know what? Because I just forgot about this. So you could do this joint right here, move right here, below. But with this one, I don't know, he does it a lot. He does it way more. And it feels so good. Pause. It feels wonderful. I love it. Pause. But I love the joints. I love the way they feel. Both figures like I said, have their own designs. Splits. Ooh, they're so wonderful. They're so wonderful. I love it. It's just beautiful. Then kick. Look at that. Look at that kick. And then if you want to try to move your leg, you're doing a good extra kick. Look at that. You could get a good little kick. And then of course, swivel. And of course, again, I just be forgetting. And swivel. You don't get a lot, a little bit, but not a lot. There's a stopping point. But this one, double join in, and double join in. This is what I like. The ball joints, oh my god, so much better. So when you have him like kick like this, and if you want to do some exaggerating stance pose, you could, look at that. You could, it's so much easier. Hold on, actually, hold on. I was not gonna do a pose, but I was like, screw it. Look at that. Look at that pose. He stands so well and so beautiful. I mean, look at that. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see the way he stands? Man, of course his feet is not fully down on the ground, but man, if you get a good balance, it's wonderful. But for me, I like to get a good balance, so I'm just doing that for right now. But yeah, it's so much better than what they've done with the old one, with the 2.0 body. Like I said, I was fine with the 2.0 body, but man, I was so happy and excited when I saw the new updates to the body. But anyways, down, down, up, up, and of course, challenge. So, not bad. So, let's get to the end of the point. Now, when I did my review on both of these figures, wonderful, wonderful. I mean, actually, one more thing before I even continue. Let's do, because with this Vegeta, you could do more with the hairpiece. This is windswept hair. This is the regular hair. You might not tell the difference, but if you look closely, this one's slightly to the left. This one is kind of to the right, but it's pointing up. This one is the regular hair, but it's just kind of pointing at the, I don't know. This one's also pointing at the left. This one right here, but looks pretty good. Now this is the part I want to talk to you about. Taking the arms, so much easier, much better. Look at that. Then you want to bring this arm right here. This is a new butterfly joints. Oh, damn, man, I forgot about talking about the butterfly joints. Well, I did talk about the joints in my review, so that's fine. Anyways. And then look at that. And then, hold on. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Look. Look at that. He looks wonderful. Looks wonderful the way he looks. I'm still, this review is still continuing. So I got a lot of things to say. Now with this one, sometimes it's so scary taking these off because what if you accidentally snap this tiny little peg right there? So what you want to do, butterfly joints, bring them down. Oh, these are so annoying. And then with these, oh, I hate them. Oh, yeah, I remember. Sounds like I'm moaning. I apologize. So if you look closely, do you see this one? Both of them are slightly at an angle. With the trunks, they were straight. With this one, they're at an angle. So it's so annoying. I don't know if you could see it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to move this Vegeta. Do you see how it's pointed at an angle? Like it's pointing up, I don't know. It's so weird. Look at that. It looks like it's broken, but no, it's like that. It's so weird. So that's how it is for both joints. So with this one, you're really gonna have to make sure it's connected. And then look, even when you're still connecting it, there's still a gap in there. There's still that means you still have to fix it and fudge with it. And then the other side, the other arm. Let's do this one. Oh, good. It's like, see, and I'm trying to put it at its place, and it's still just, it's so annoying. Yeah, so what they're doing with the new one, 10 times better. Now he looks fine, he looks good, but, it's such a night and day with both of these figures. So, yeah. So, I both gave them an 8 out of 10, but looking back with this Vegeta, man, it's so insane. Not the worst figure ever. Both of them are still wonderful. Both of them are still pretty good. I love the way that they look. But if you want any of these, that's fine. Be my guest. But my honest opinion about which one, which I was fine, which my original option was. But now with my new option, yeah, it's the Daima. It's the Daima one. This is fine for what it was at the time. It's good, but the joints are already outdated. These joints are so much better, so much beautiful. But one other thing I didn't mention in my review, but I'm going to mention it in here. Anytime you move with him, be careful because the rubbery parts sometimes get stuck. But you just got to fudge with his legs, and then you get it back straight, and you'll be fine. But that's about it. I do have some of my problems, but you could watch both separate reviews of some of the problems I have. But he's just so much better the way he is. You also get like 2 different hair pieces, which is not even connected to the hair anymore. So now you can just have fun with it. It doesn't look like it's fully in there. Pause. Anyways, the amount of times I have to say pause in this video. Good lord. Anyways, so yeah. Do you hear that? There's cars even revving, just going fast because they like my honest opinion. They're speeding because of my honest opinion. This is wonderful. So, of course, with the arms, much easier to remove. Hair, a bit not as spiky as the other one, but my goodness, this is still way more better. So, end of the day, end of discussion. That's it. This is the best Vegeta. Best Vegeta of all time. Best Vegeta. If your kids like Vegeta, get this for them. If your teen likes Vegeta, get this for them. If there's a dope friend that you have as a friend, as boyfriend, I don't know, girlfriend, fiance, anything, get this gift for them. It's such a beautiful, and I'm not trying to glaze or anything, as they still say that word, glaze? It's such a beautiful, magnificent of a figure. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this review. I hope y'all guys have a wonderful day, wonderful morning, wonderful night, wherever you are in this big crazy world, and I'll see y'all guys another time. Goodbye.